it's cold. I just lost my glove, guys. I just went back to my spot and I realized I didn't have it. Hey yo guys, welcome back to another video. We're gonna be going to Death Valley, which is pretty freaking awesome. It's not gonna be extremely hot there tomorrow because you know, it's not the hottest time of year right now, but it's gonna be pretty awesome nonetheless. It's gonna be a couple hours away from where I am right now, but it's all right because I got all my gear on, and it shouldn't be too chilly, even though it's like desert weather is always a little bit chilly, but I'm got pretty good gear on right now, so not too worried. But it's a little bit of traffic, slightly a bit annoying. I just want some beautiful open road. Just got to stretch out a little bit, getting ready for this awesome ride. And yeah, so biker, I don't think he's seen me. I didn't wave either back to him because I didn't realize, you know, sometimes Harley dudes and adventure riders just like never wave to each other, which is a little bit weird to me. I wave to typically everyone, but just different areas I noticed are actually kind of funny for giving the wave. But either way, not going to bore you guys too much with the night riding because I don't know how to properly manage the Insta Cam's night mode kind of lighting stuff. So we're just gonna have a good drive there, and yeah, just gotta turn off my navigation because it's pretty much a straight shot there, which is pretty nice. But as you guys know, this is only a 250 bike, so it's not like I can release the full potential of a divided highway with no traffic. But either way, it's gonna be a good ride there. So yeah, a little SUV. I feel like we had a bit of a race, but yeah, I'm not gonna bore you too much with the ride, and I'll catch you when I'm there.
One pair of pants later.
Gosh dang, it's cold. So now we're here in Pahrump. It's a weird name of town, but I'm very much cold. The bike's feeling like it's not really liking these hills. Sorry about that yawn. So it's just because it's a 250, it's when the hills are like that for an extended amount of time, it's kind of like and not really wanting to go. So there's nothing I could really do about that except be gentle on it. I was in like 5th gear for a bunch because just like the steepness of it. 5th gear, about 80 kilometers an hour, just keep it going. If it's any lower than say like 5,800 RPM, it's just gonna keep on slowly going. You could be full throttle at 5,800 RPM, say, and it'll just be like not because it's not carbureted or anything, but it just won't be gain anything. It'll just be like, and yeah, it's cold, like quite cold. Yeah, and I had to get a little bit of groceries and socks.
Tomorrow for sure.
I pulled over at this building here, which was pretty cool. And yes, I don't know what this building's really about. It's right next to the hotel. Wait, sorry. It's actually an inn right across the street here. And this is actually a really nice old building. There's washrooms there that were locked. So I'm not sure if this is like an extra, I don't know, entertaining area. But it's pretty nice. There's like a big courtyard. And I don't know what this is actually about. Maybe it's, like I said, activities or tourism. I don't know. Maybe like a gathering place for tourists. So it's actually really nice. I would for sure hang around here in the desert heat. And across the street here, by the way, it's still pretty early in the morning. There is an inn. I think there's something fancy about it. And this is me just about to go to Furnace Creek Visitor Center thing. And this is like at 8:20 in the morning. So it's still pretty early for the temperature. And as you can see here, this is actually pretty nice. Gives a very clear demonstration of about the different temperatures. You are here. And at the top, Telescope Peak, as you can see, feel free to press pause maybe if you want to see the different temperatures specifically, but charcoal kilns and Scotty's Castle, Ubidity Crater, Mesquite Flats. So now it shows the temperature. We're now about 190 feet below sea level, and inside this place has pretty cool, actually. It's like a full-on museum and learning center, and there's a lot of cool little bits and stuff that you could buy. And then there's, like I said, a full-on museum area in the back corner, which is actually pretty awesome. I didn't want to bore you guys too much with that because I also didn't have that much storage on my phone, so I don't really get as great of a video of this as I want. But it shows the different values of talc and bringing of white and the different rocks here with this spinny thing. I don't know why, but I found this interesting enough to look at. And here we have a couple more kind of different ores and materials, and here we have like a demonstration of how fast a flood can happen, which was pretty surprising, and this kind of just plays on loop, which was fairly interesting to me. I watched this 3 times, maybe seeing if there's something different would happen, but it was the same thing every time. This is pretty cool. And now we got to be seeing this brown-eyed evening primrose, which I don't know, I kind of do like the different botany. Botany, that's flowers, right? I don't know. And going on to this, the kangaroo rat can get by without ever drinking a drop of water, which is pretty crazy. And lucky for us, there's this kind of like a show, a movie kind of thing. Built, I believe it's like a 30-minute movie, and no one was in here, even though they're sitting for 50-60 people. And I filmed all the good spots of the show. So if you'd like to see this, feel free to enjoy.
A lot of people, they say when they come here, this feeling comes over them of being taken care of, or that their body and their soul are being healed. I prefer to call it Timbisha rather than Death Valley. Because to us, our home is alive. It's not dead.
Death Valley is a place of contradiction and surprise. The driest desert in North America, but one with many springs and its own native fishes. It is one of the hottest places in the world. And yet, snow covers the heights of the park for months every year. The valley floor at Badwater is the lowest place in North America, over 280 feet below sea level. Mesquite trees survive by finding water at incredible depths, sometimes 150 feet below the surface. Borax was first scraped from the valley floor and hauled by 20 mule teams, but was soon mined underground and delivered by railroad. For a few decades, Death Valley echoed with the raucous cacophony of frontier life. Towns were born, boomed and died within the space of a decade.
Pretty interesting. Park movie plays on the hour-and-a-half hour. So there you have it. Death Valley Park here. At least that was 20 minutes long, so. And while I was here, my parents got me a national park patch, which was pretty freaking awesome of them. And check out the temperature difference. I was pretty surprised about this, considering that it's like so early in the daytime. And here we got this put on my bike. It's like a sticker thing. And now here we are at the actual basin. I didn't get that much footage of this, unfortunately, but it was pretty hot. I believe it was by now like 70-some degrees. And yeah, this is basically what it looks like from the basin of Death Valley. And I don't have any more recordings of actually driving down to here, unfortunately, because I didn't have any storage on my Instacam. But either way, this is what I got, and I was super excited about this. And for lunch, we actually had this macaroni and tomato beef sauce, which I know it doesn't really matter, but it was pretty good actually. I pulled over at the side of the road and we had this. And check it out, Beetle, the beautiful Honda, is looking amazing. And we went in this little town thingy here, which had a bunch of like old Western type of stuff, which is pretty cool. I don't know why I filmed this up and down, and I also don't know why I wasn't talking just personally in this and doing a voiceover right now. But either way, there's a bunch of this like super awesome artifacts from the booming industry that was here in Death Valley, and a bunch of like farming equipment and just tools. And like the size of these don't really have any scale, because there's like 10 feet tall, and this is what, Old Dina, Furnace Creek Death Valley Resort. That was from there. So this is actually pretty awesome. Like the tires there are like 7 feet tall. And in just a second, we are going to be going to where Star Wars was filmed. Guys, here we are at the at the sand dunes upon which the Star Wars beginning, I don't know exactly what one, but here some of Star Wars was filmed in the Death Valley area. Just went over, as you see in the one segment, went to where George Lucas went on vacation. I don't know the exact story, but he was so inspired that he decided to make Star Wars here. Some of the Star Warses. So, by the way, I loved Star Wars movies. It's been a while since I've seen them, but
I'm gonna show you what this place looks like. Some clayish area. So like the sand here aren't all the same. You got this hard crusty stuff. And out here we have this like different type of, this one's more coarse. And then we have like the regular beach sand over there. Nonetheless, this is extremely cool, guys. This is one of those moments in my trip where I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So this is super, super, super cool. By the way, Death Valley, it's pretty hot right now. In full gear right now and I'm sweating. But can't really complain much about that. This is cool. So it just went down to, I believe it was 282 feet below sea level, which is pretty awesome. I'm surprised by how many people are here. Surprised but not surprised at the same time, because it's like super awesome. The shade here is so refreshing. Like right when you step in the shade, I'm like, ah. Oh my goodness, I just lost my glove, guys. I just went back to my spot and I realized I didn't have it.
One eternity later.
Got it. I got both. There's no way I was leaving without that. Said it's hot, especially when you're trying to run around finding stuff. This place is still cool though. Boom! So there you guys have it. That was me going to Death Valley. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record as much as I really wish I could, but either way, this is still pretty awesome. And I was pretty much speechless the entire time. And if you guys like this type of video, make sure you leave a thumbs up. We're so close to getting 1,000 subscribers, so I would very much appreciate it if you hit that good old red button, because if you made it this far of a video, you should enjoy my other stuff. But either way, thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. If you guys want more content like this, you're gonna have to leave a comment of what type of stuff you want me to do, because I got tons more videos coming out. But either way, that'll be all for today, and thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, keep it real.